Let's look at periodic functions and what they mean. The informal definition is that these are functions that are going to repeat indefinitely. They're functions that we see the same values pop up indefinitely. More formally, periodic functions are functions where there is a positive number p such that f of t plus p is equal to f of t for all t in the domain. And if p is the smallest positive number that exists for this, then we call p the period of the function. Using the idea of the unit circle, we can see that sine of theta plus 2 pi is equal to sine of theta, and cosine of theta plus 2 pi is equal to cosine theta. Both of these functions have a period of 2 pi. In addition, both secant and cosecant will also have a period of 2 pi since they are related to sine and cosine. So if I wanted to find something like cosine of 405 degrees, this is the same thing as cosine of 45 degrees plus 360 degrees. And since 2 pi is equal to 360, I can use the period of cosine to say that this is the same thing as cosine of 45 degrees. And I can use my unit circle to see that this is the square root of 2 over 2. If I want to find sine of 7 pi over 3, well, I could write 7 pi over 3 as pi over 3 plus 6 pi over 3, which is the same thing as 2 pi. So this is the same thing as sine of pi over 3, which according to my unit circle is the square root of 3 over 2. While sine and cosine have a period of 2 pi, not all trig functions have a period of 2 pi. Both tangent and cotangent have a period of pi. We actually have that tangent of theta plus pi is equal to tangent of theta. And the same thing with cosine. So using this idea, we can definitely see how sine and cosine repeat. But the other part of the informal definition of periodic functions is that they repeat indefinitely. So how can we see that they repeat indefinitely? This comes from the fact that sine of theta plus 2 pi n is equal to sine of theta. Cosine of theta plus 2 pi n is equal to cosine theta. And tangent of pi n is equal to tangent of theta, where n is any integer. So we don't have this just repeat once, we have it repeat every single time we come up to a 2 pi or a pi in the case of tangent.